A note on positive psychology in practice. Love. Positive psychology and love. I'm going through the Tal Ben-Shahar lectures. Tal Ben-Shahar is a distinguished Harvard professor. No, oui, oui. Teaching positive psychology, the most popular course ever. And by the way, you find them on YouTube, and it's a great thing to listen to them. And as I listen again, I'm going through his lectures and try and see what I learn by talking about it, teaching my own virtual interlocutor, and they say in fact that this is the way you absorb the most. If you read something and just put the book, the lecture, whatever, the material aside, you forget a lot. You're left with percentages after some time. If you read again, of course, this will help. And in the memory, you will keep, depending on everyone's capabilities, obviously. Some will just have photographic memory. They read and it's with them for life. And depending on the quality of what you read, of course. If you read Trump tweets, you're in for an insane asylum. So that's one thing. But the way they say you know it best is by teaching it. So that's the whole point. That's why I'm doing this exercise. I'm doing it for myself, selfish, to learn it better. I'm pretending to teach it to a pretense audience. Anyway, in this love lecture on love, Tal Ben-Shahar talks about selfishness. He does have this wonderful thing of touching on subjects and themes that seem so common sense, and we think we know them so better, but it turns out there's a whole new side, a whole new aspect we didn't know about, or it's completely different from what we. For instance, failure. He wishes his students would fail more. What on earth is that? How can you wish someone? Well, learn to fail or fail to learn. If you don't fail, that means you don't try, and you will not learn. So there you have it. Selfishness. He gives his own example quite often. I was thinking maybe he does say too much about himself, but I don't know. He needs an example, and maybe it's for the best. So, what would you rather have? A teacher who loves teaching, who loves positive psychology and to talk about it, and loves to search Google for pictures that would help with the idea, loves to be in class, and in fact would not do anything else. This is the thing he loves most. Or someone who doesn't want to do this, doesn't like it, but he knows it's important. He knows somebody has to do it. He knows this will in the end help others, the students, and all, and he does it. What would you rather have? Of course, you would rather have the selfish teacher. The same thing in love. So that's why we interesting. What would you rather have? A boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, partner, whatever, who is with you because he or she has to, because he or she feels pity or knows you need help, you need support, that again he or she knows that you are worth it, but it's a again, speaking of selfishness, a situation where he is just so generous, or you want him, her, to be selfish, to be with you because she desperately wants to be with you, and no one else, and she loves you so much, and you are the happiness, and you see what I mean. And it comes back to selfishness. And selfishness is interesting. It goes back to Kant and Kantian principles, wherein if you do something for yourself, it's at best amoral, but it's not moral. Most often it's immoral, and this idea is wrong. The idea that we have been instilled with, that to do something out of selfishness is not good. And he says also that he wanted help with to find people who would like to teach others in sense in a in a how do you call that, charity sense. And he wanted individuals who, with a selfish attitude, who really wanted that, and nothing else, wanted to do this more than anything else in the world, things like that. So a very interesting faith. Let's be selfish in this sense.